tell you. When I was at Holy Trinity a long time ago, I was talking and speaking to the ladies of the parish. And I came out and said, you know what? I think we're only going to have and celebrate a divine liturgy only 4 or 5 times a year. Oh my God. They were flabbergasted. They said, Father, why? Why are we doing that? I said, well, let me ask you personally. Do you come and receive the Lord every Sunday? And of course, most of them said no. I said, do you come and receive the Lord before the big holidays? They said, yes. I said, okay. So why do we need to have a liturgy if we are not to receive? I proceeded to explain to them that the reason that we do a divine liturgy is for us to come and receive the body and blood of the Lord. It's a special banquet that our Lord is presenting to us. You know, he invites all of us to come. He doesn't exclude anybody. He invites everybody to come. He invites mother and father and children and so on down the line to come to this special banquet. Well, if he's the one that invites us to this special banquet, should we respond and prepare ourselves to come and receive? Do we know that by not coming forward, by not receiving Holy Communion, we are actually rejecting Christ? Here he is offering himself to us. And what do? We say, no, Lord, not today. I'm not ready. Maybe next week or the following week. Well, how do we know that there's going to be another week? How do we know that's going to be sometime in the future that we're going to be able to prepare ourselves to come and receive? Truthfully, we don't. We don't know. So it's very important for all of us to understand this special banquet and for us to come and participate. Of course, today, it's a little different, okay? Simply because through the years, the priests have talked about Holy Communion and so forth and coming forward. So most of us, not most of us, but a lot of us, more than before, come forward and receive the body and blood of the Lord.
There was one Sunday, I'll never forget it. Father came out with that cup and he called everyone forward and not one person went for communion. It broke my heart. It just broke my, it was horrible to see. It was horrible to see.
Yes. How do you think our Lord feels? We are saying that we are Orthodox Christians. We believe in you, Lord. Help us. And here, he invites every single one to come and receive, and nobody comes. How would you? Yes.
We're getting better at it. But back in the day, we did not. We received it Easter. We received several times a year. And that's how we were conditioned, for lack of a better word. That's how we were conditioned that, and we didn't have someone to say what you're saying to us tonight. When we were kids, we didn't have anyone to tell us that. And our parents didn't know that, because that's how it kind of broke down from generation to generation. So, when we were in Goya, confession and communion went together. Father Manicus, God bless him. We had sign up times when we had to go to confession. We received communion on Lazarus Saturday, or the Saturday. So we're getting
that's how I was
better.
brought up too. That's how I was brought up too, at Holy Trinity. And it was because, our parents, when they went to Greece, when they were in Greece, that's how they were brought up. They didn't go every Sunday.
Well, exactly. It just, that's kind of that, and it perpetuated itself every generation. But we are getting better.
Right. And then
we're getting better. Our children are getting better. Our grandchildren are getting to where they understand it's a given for them to be prepared to receive on Sundays.
Yeah, you're right too, that confession and communion went together. Because you had to have confession before you went to communion.
Well, that's how we were brought up.
That's how I was brought up too.
Right. That's the way that we were brought up as young people. And we have progressed, like Mary said, and so forth.
Yeah. We're getting better. Yeah, we are.
Present this beautiful banquet. If we go to a banquet with a dignitary there, are we going to go there and not partake of the food and drink that is there provided for us? Most of us, we would partake.